Sorry, Val. I didn't see you. There was a smudge on my screen.
You'll forgive.
So Val and Emmanuel have done more moderating kind of things than any of the others, and then you do admin. And so I've really not been ever very clear about this.
Oh, okay. Well, here, I'll clear it up for you right now. Moving, editing, deleting, adding, whatever a mod can do. Well, to a point. If you need a new subforum put in, then you need an admin to do that. But other than that, you should be able to handle everything else if you have mod access.
Okay, all right. So that's kind of simple. All right.
Well, the thing is, it's tricky because admins have permissions for everything, like everything you could possibly do. But like, say like me for instance, I handle silly things that a mod would be able to handle no problem. That does kind of irk me, but you know, I'm a patient guy. Um, but say like when you need to install an add-on like that blog thing, you have to have an admin do that because you need access. It's, you know, it's just the way it works. Or if you're building something else, if that helps any.
We don't get very many reported posts, so the rudimentary moderation is not really something that we've had to really discuss much.
So also, I guess then what admin does, there's no layers to permissions in the admin then?
Wait, what? Huh. Well, the admin layer is for
Well,
more like background stuff. Like you wouldn't see it. It's like the nuts and bolts stuff. Well, here's one for you. Like, all right, if you need mass alerts, because I can send everybody a quick message as an alert, you'd have to hit up me or Ree. That we're the only admin, or Cat, I guess, if she's around.
so like when Thunderbird's going to work with you to help build a website, he's limited as to what he can do to help you with that, isn't he?
No, Mark, what you missed was the discussion about building the rest of the site out, making it more of a media site, somewhat like what I'm doing with WordPress and turning the A1 site into a WordPress site and putting the Agora where it's supposed to be as a forum instead of the function in the whole of the site. And what she's asking is, and Adina, to answer your question, actually, an admin in the forum is completely different than an admin on the site. Okay.
Yeah, there's a confusion there because I do both things.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Hello, Chris.
So,
Morning guys, how you going? Sorry I'm late.
All right, Chris is here. All right, Adina, what were you saying?
I don't remember now, sorry.
Okay.
I know it's just
Hello?
general questions. I know it's just general questions about all of, how we proceed with actually doing the building of this and, who needs what to be able to actually move forward, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna go with Joomla though to build the front end, but I don't know now. I might go back to WordPress. Then I owe somebody a few bucks.
You were betting or what?
No, no, somebody bought a template for Joomla.
Is that the one that I was talking about earlier that we all voted on a couple of months ago? Or a month ago?
Yeah, I have to do with Joomla though because Joomla is the only thing that has a bridge integration with Zenvoro. I don't think WordPress does yet.
Really?
Yeah, that's the downer.
Well, then I'm not involved in building the site.
Chicken.
No, you missed it, dude. I was like going on about how amazing WordPress is, and that's what we should build the site in, and like that I would be totally about being on that team and making that happen. But that's only if it's in WordPress.
Oh, well, I don't know. I'll look into it more, and I'll come back with an answer next week.
Well, I think there needs to be a bit more of a conversation about whether we use WordPress other than arm out if we don't use it, don't you all? Because to be quite frank, you can be out then, can't you? If we take a vote on it now over one program. Whatever's logical to use, we'll use. But, you know, that kind of statement isn't going to really help matters. We've got to discuss it, don't you agree?
Wango Riley!
Wow, wow.
Bet your ass.
That is too funny.
Yeah, I thought I smelled a cobra.
So I've been building my sites in WordPress, and they are so
Don't
easy.
give a monkey's what you've been building. I don't give a monkey's what you've been building your sites in. It doesn't matter. We've got to have a sit and talk about it. But to come out and just say, well, if we ain't doing it in that arm out, you're out then. You know. Because anyway, even if I said that, I'd be out.
I'm not saying I'm out. I'm saying I can't build the site then because I don't know how to use Joomla. I don't know how to use any of these other programs, and a monkey could use WordPress. That's why I'm building my sites in WordPress.
Okay. Well, I obviously got the wrong end of the stick then, so I owe you a massive apology. But I just got the wrong end of the stick then. I thought you said you was out if you couldn't do it in WordPress. I didn't realise you was out of the building process.
No. I'm committed here. That's what.
Well, the thing I never saw you as in the building process for me anyway. I thought it'd be Mark and someone. Do you know what I mean? So, no shakes. All right, sweet.
Well, like I said, I know that you can do Joomla and Zenforo back and forth. They both have an add-on to where they'll talk to each other, and then say like, from then on, when we get new people, they can sign up on the front page and have a login for the forum too. They don't have to do it twice then. But if there's a WordPress thing made or something, I'd go with that too. I don't care.
And I think you missed it, Stephen. What I was saying was that if there's a site building, I'd love to see it turn into a blog, a video blog, a podcast where there's the front page is all the cool entertainment stuff that's happening, and then the forum is a big part of that. So we can, it's like what we had talked about originally when we first started all this, making it an entertainment site featuring all the cool things that we're voting on and whatnot. And that I'd love to be a part of building that because WordPress is so.
Here we go with the work. Have you got shares in that or something? What's going on? You got kickbacks, didn't you? Come on, admit it. You're involved in WordPress. No, look, yeah, I agree with all of that. But I'll see you next Tuesday when you've done it, because it's a lot more logistically involved doing it than just saying it out as a nice speech, because we all know what we really want. We can all sort of give a version of it, I suppose, but the actual fact of the matter is, we all then turn our head stage right to Mark, and he's on his Jack Jones. Really and truly, I think we need to, it's all grand what we're talking earlier on, and really and truly I thought it was a load of crap, because quite frankly you've got to identify the point to the problem, because the doors that are shut in front of you now are very logical ones, and they're very work orientated ones that have got to be got round by people sticking their head in and getting stuck on, like the banking, you know, what Amenjo and Val and Soraya and that stuff. You've just got to keep banging your head at it and get it done, and I think there's some real logistical things that you've got to think about, and that is software based and helping Mark. And the only way you're going to do that is if a concerted effort is made to either retain someone who's capable of helping Mark from the website, which doesn't look attainable to me, which means then getting someone and actually paying them, etc. And I think really identifying these actual physical engineering problems that you're just not looking at. I mean, you've got a boat, right, and you've got no engine in it, and you're just floating around in the sea, wondering where you'd like to go. So I think really you need to look at the real hard brass tax things that have got to be done. And Mark's on his Jack Jones trying to sort something out. What if Mark gets flu and he's down for 2 weeks? You know, we're up shit creek without a paddle. So I think that's a real sort of thing we should be talking about in these initial meetings. that is an interesting show, so that alleviates your other problems because people can see exactly what we're trying to do and get involved, if you see what I mean.
Did I hear you correctly? You were saying discuss what we're going to do with the thing on the radio?
Well, basically anything to do with engineering the site. We're building a website and we've got one person that's capable of really doing things, because I'm not. I help out, but I'm not, and Hawk's saying about this software that he wants to use. Well, if he's literally saying he's going to do it, well, then I'd vote for him to use that software, because quite frankly, that'll get it fucking done. Because the thing is, we're talking about actually building blocks. We've got to do things before we can start talking about what we're going to do when we've got those things built. Like I said, we're in a boat adrift. There's no engine in it. Let's build the engine and then start deciding where our destinations are going to be next. Because at the moment, we've just got this sightseeing tour booked out and writing in the places we want to go, and we're just floating adrift. So we need to talk about how Mark's going to get done what we're all saying. I agree with everything you said, all about we want this, we want that. And as I said, everyone can give a good synopsis of what it's got to be and what it isn't got to be. But what we really need to do is start, base one, which is we've got a forum to discuss it. Start doing it openly on the forum, letting people really know what the embarrassing problems are that we can't get over, which are quite menial at times. And then maybe they'll start helping us out, or see that there's a cost involved and be willing to help us out, because we don't know. And if we don't know, we can't do it, there won't be a site for them to talk on. And I think everyone can agree right now, as far as sites go, forums go, you're pretty much open there. Everyone can do what they want, and even others are realising that now, within reason. So you've got the initial impetus. People are standing there looking in the shop window, and you need to get them moving. So I'm talking about engineering, and I think that's Mark. I think two people need to help Mark. If he's got to be in that WordPress, then it's in that WordPress. He's got my vote because of that. That's really where I'm coming from. All the agenda things and all the rest of it can all be put on the back burner, because they're all bullshit until we've actually got something to do it on.
That's what I've been saying, man. I'm saying, like, if we can do it on WordPress, I'm there, and I'm sure Core could figure it out with us. And between me and Core, we could market the shit out of it and make it work.
Okay, well then look. I can put WordPress on our site in 5 minutes. It actually comes on our server. One-click install script.
Right, and there is a BB, I just sent a link out on the Skype chat for a BB converter, which is what you were talking about. You set up for one password on the site and you get it on Foro, but there is no reason why we couldn't just have people come to the site and then go click and join on our forum from WordPress. There's no inoperability between the two.
Oh, so there's an add-on to do that for that? See, I didn't know about that.
But here's the thing: you don't necessarily. Okay, so you come to the site. You're not a member of the site, right? You just come and look at all the cool content. You look at the blog posts, you look at the videos, you listen to the radio show, podcast, whatever. And then if you're interested, you go to the Agora. And when you go to the Agora, it says, "Hey, welcome to the fucking Agora. Why don't you put your sign-in name and get signed up?" But they don't need to do that at the regular website. They just do it when they come to Zen 4.
That works too.
So, Mark, did I understand you correctly? There's a WordPress feature in the Crystal hosting. That's the website feature that we can just plug on right now in like 5 minutes?
Well, yeah, it has everything. It has every... I mean, if we could just abandon Zenforo altogether and put in Dolphin. That's the most advanced freaking social media networking freaking thing that was ever written. But, yeah, there's a one-click WordPress thing. I can install it in like 2 minutes.
And then it's the same thing like what you had done before, Dina, looking for cool templates. You can just go to Google, cool HTML5 WordPress templates or best WordPress templates or whatever, and there's thousands, if not.
Yeah, well, to me, that's what I think Mark is saying, is we already have that. That's what I was trying to say, too, is I think we already have this stuff. Let's just start using it. Okay, I don't know how to do this. I'm a quick study. One of the things we can do, Mark, is you and I can work together and anybody else, and we can record it, and we can do this out in the open forum, and everybody else can learn with us, because that's the way I do things, is I record everything I'm doing as I go along. And so then we're creating content and building at the same time. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't mind doing whatever. I really don't, but I would be worried about security issues if we did that because, somebody might slip with a login or something.
Yeah, let's make sure that there's no security stuff being spoken about. Yeah, we would want to be assured about that.
And, I don't know. Well, download and install WordPress would be the first part, so that would take us away from the area I would be worried about, which is the cPanel.
Okay, count me on your team. We'll work together and whoever else wants to join us.
Yeah, me too. I'll do
Yeah,
all
I'll
the
be
graphics.
happy to.
Sweet.
I'll be happy to help you out as well. Hawk, we'll have to have a bit of a Skype chat, and you have to maybe point me in some directions of where I can learn about WordPress. But I'll be more than happy to do so. It's another string to the bow, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, man, and if you get good at it, I can throw a lot of business your way.
Done and done.
Now you're at cross deals there, Hawk.
No, he does the marketing. You do the building, but he needs to know how the platform works.
Alright, well that's personal shit. Moving on from that little side topic there.
It looks like on the next thing on the agenda there were some things that Bashi posted. Postings of recordings on the Agora, we've talked about some. Experience and feedback from the first radio show, we've talked about. Bashi, you also
Wait,
had in here
Edina,
something about a
Edina,
new member
Edina,
for the 18.
let me bring these particular topics up, please, okay? So postings of the recordings in the Agora, I think this is self-evident that this thing is working, and I think we should continue with that one without having any new discussion or decision on that one. Is that correct?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we started these threads where we put all these recordings on the Agora, and we made actually the decision that it is just a trial. We didn't make it a permanent thing just to see how the feedback is, and as the feedback is okay, we should at least discuss that this is from trial modus or from trial nature. We will make it a permanent issue now. I know it's a little bit, small things, but it's pro forma more or less.
It's also content.
I think it may be a factor in the buzz that we have, so I think we should continue it.
Do we want to do a vote from top to bottom?
No, let's just ask anybody has any objections on that one. Okay, done.
Objection.
Yeah?
Alright, yeah, whatever.
Mark, what's your objection?
No, I was going to say objections to what? Whether it's going to be a trial thing or if we're just going to keep going with it? What's the question?
Posting the audios of the meetings.
We already do that, don't we?
Yeah, no, it was more or less okay, it is performer, forget it. Let's go to the next point. Experience and feedback from the first radio show, possible improvements. We had a small discussion on that one already. At that time, Chris was not there, so let's bring a little bit the topic up again. We had discussed that the 2 hours are split in 1 hour. The first hour is where we provide a kind of topic-driven discussion, which the topics will be agreed on or will be pointed out before the discussion started, a long time, maybe 2 or 3 days before, so that we can even post it and pin it up on the portal. And the second hour was that members can, call in, and there is the live chat box, and so the content more of that second hour is more or less free to be moderated, whatever is coming up. So we have right now we had in the discussion for the first hour we had garden seeds or maybe field projects or survival gardening, and I was asking actually whether Brooke can bring some input into this discussion, and Brooke was that time not there. So my question now to Brooke is, Brooke, are you ready to contribute a little bit in the first hour into gardening and seeds and so on?
Contribute into the what? To the gardening and seeds thread? In what respect? Can you clear that up a little?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
wanted to make it a Yeah, we wanted to make it a little bit current, so and we noticed that everybody is talking right now about planting, about structuring the garden and so on. So maybe we can bring this one up together, maybe with survival gardening, or a little bit the field project will come in, which maybe I can contribute one or two things. So that was it.
Yeah, that sounds good. I would love doing that, even though I got to tell you, I'm a novice pretty much, but I'm forcing myself to learn, and when you do that, you do pick up a lot of stuff. So I've been trying to contribute stuff to the forum as much as I can. So along those lines. Anyway, yeah, I'll be happy to.
Very nice, thank you.
He's
And
talking
another
about
thing,
he's talking about the radio program star, not posting in the forum, but appearing on the radio program Sunday.
Yeah, I know. I have no problem with that.
yeah, we were gonna do like a half hour gardening, then a half hour of duality or
Hawk.
something with Hawk.
Yeah, yeah. So these two topics we have figured out already. So yeah, the next point was actually the new member for the 18 question mark. And actually, what I want to do, I have not done these things before, but I want to, how to say, introduce the idea of voting a member into the 18, and a specific member I have of course in mind, and this actually is Rose. So because I was working with Rose for some time, and I noticed that she actually is very level, how to say, very stable, very even, even if there's a problem, she can figure it out, and she's very pragmatic and result oriented, and I think she would be a very suitable addition to the A team, and that is why I propose actually to put Rose under consideration and to elect her into the 18, and that is actually why I made a vote thread for her in the purple room. So this is actually what I wanted to say.
Scott Martha.
Me too.
Me too.
Yep.
Yep, me too. Yeah, and me.
Me too. So
So yeah, I put
while
the
we're
I
on this
put
subject, is Wango a part of the 18?
what I put a link to the vote thread actually right now in the chat of this of Vent. So and with that one I'm through.
Okay, we all voted.
Since this
Rose, welcome, and then we're
si-
going to.
since this topic came up, is Wango a part of the 18 as well?
And Soraya as well.
Yeah. I mean, Wango's signed as a chairman, and Soraya's on our treasury team. What do you guys think? Should we do full
Hey,
votes for
everybody.
them as well?
I'm sorry, I got to get going now. I'll talk to you all soon.
See you, Hawk.
Hello, Oak.
Ciao.
See you, mate. See
Bye.
Okay, so where are we? We were asking about Wango and Soraya. Alright, well, I guess I second Wango in. Anybody else?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, all good with me.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'd like to blacken her name. She can't get it. No, me.
Well, I guess that's pretty much everyone then, so welcome Wango too.
Well, I think we should make a vote, actually, a vote thread for every member so that we have a kind of backup, you know. I mean, I'm for Wango, there's no problem on that one, but it's performer, so if we are not doing it now, then later, if something happens, you know, just for reference so that trouble is avoided.
Yeah, well, this is being recorded though. You know, I don't know.
I'll post in the voting booth for Wango and for Soraya if there are no objections.
Well, you have no objections.
Okay, thank you.
While we're on this, what about Billy? We already voted that we trust him and we're happy to work with him, so should we throw him in too, or should we wait? What's up with that?
Why can't we not just slap Soraya through like everyone else? I'm quite sure nobody has an objection.
Oh yeah, and Soraya too. Sorry, too many names.
Absolutely.
Well, like Adina's,
Yeah.
she's on our bank team, right?
Yep, no problems there. I'm good.
All right, vote for Soraya.
Yeah, I had already said that. I was putting up a thread for both of them. I had already covered that base.
All right, well then we're all in with that. Is there any objections?
No objection.
Well, what about JJ? You ever think about JJ too?
Where is JJ? She on vacation or something?
She was last week. I don't know if she's still is.
Well, I remembered her saying she was gonna be gone for a week or something, but that was like a week ago.
Yeah, I think she's back now, but she still might be a bit scared.
Okay, well then we got Soraya, then and JJ. Well, what's up with JJ then?
Nothing as far as I'm concerned.
Anybody? Well, I guess we'll just wait till she's around, huh?
Be courteous, wouldn't it, really, to, you know, while she's there.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea to ask her, you know. And plus, yeah, while she's here, I agree with that.
I don't mind talking about Val behind her back, but, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess the next one would be Billy.
So we'll wait for Billy and JJ when they're around.
Yeah, it was a bad day for Billy. He was here for a while, but he couldn't even talk. He had to be quiet because of his neighbors or something.
Well, you know, they're both probably going to hear this, listen to this recording and go, hey! Yeah, well, we probably should wait for them to be here.
I have one question. I saw that there was Billy was mentioned maybe half a year or more than half a year ago in the Purple Room, and my question was Billy? Was it the same Billy, which was maybe that time member of the 18, or considered to
Yeah,
be?
he come in for an interview, didn't he? But I've got it somewhere. It was hysterical. Yeah, but he was considered a long while ago, wasn't
Yeah, he was considered, but I think that he pulled back by himself afterwards.
No.
I think he was
Yeah, that
not
was it.
really
Yeah,
up for it at that time.
He had operation on his arm or something, didn't he?
I don't know. He would be able to tell you why, but it was his decision not to partake at that time.
But it was no problem. He'd done the
No.
whole thing and that. We was
No.
all accepted. I think we voted on him and he was in. It was just he never took the post up.
Holy crap!
Okay.
Hi, really? Forever.
These voices are coming out of nowhere.
They're all wangoing out, aren't they?
But Wango has only one vote, you know, not three.
I knew that was coming.
Do we have to state our names before we vote? We could do that.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
problem at all.
That's
Hello,
me. This
who
is
is
Steve. Nat.
who is talking? Who is talking? I can't hear anything.
Who's talking? I can't hear anything.
Come on, don't be silly.
How do we know Wango can't do both your accents really well?
Oh, and the cat.
Yeah, you're never gonna know, cool.
Yeah, we can't forget about Flora, can we?
Oh, Mark, exactly. Let's bring Flora into the meeting. I vote she's on.
I second that.
I've heard it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
Hey, are you guys hanging out with Socrates down there?
Hey, he's here, you know.
I haven't heard from Wango in like a week and a half. I wondered what happened to her. Oh, I figured it out. She's down there partying with them.
So what is the next point?
Oh, sorry.
We didn't have one, did we? We're at the end of it, aren't we?
We're at the end of our rope.
Yeah, there's one post more from Edina actually. We worried about the Google research results for articles1.org.
Well, that goes back to the technical again, doesn't it? Mark needs help with that. We've got to start mucking about with all sorts of things, haven't we, Mark?
Well, that's
Yeah,
SEO.
Yeah, I wasn't so much about worried about the Google thing. I thought that when we do all of these videos, if we all put in the titles of these things and put them up on our YouTube accounts or whatever, the atticus1.org, it actually generates that in the Google search, and so that's positive. That shows up as a positive thing.
That's what I did with that last thread. Put atticus1.org up the front, and that's why I've done it to start clearing some of those out.
Yeah,
well, there's no reason. There's no reason why we all couldn't have the YouTube username and password, is there? And then we just stick them up there.
That's right.
Yeah, if we all have that, then you can just stick all your videos on one channel, and then it'll search for the user as well.
So that goes to the other thing I almost forgot. I think I found in the old Atticus chat the password and stuff like that to the atticus1.org YouTube thing.
Did you try it? That got lost in the chaos, as far as I know.
What did?
The original YouTube, remember?
Oh, yeah. Hulk fucked that up. Is he here? No, he's not here. Hulk, you idiot. You fucked that up.
Yeah, the last one. I've got the details of that somewhere, I think.
We got a new one there anyway. Don't matter, we got a new one. You did, didn't you, Mark?
Well, I made one, and I gave that. The core has the details to that one, too, but it's not the same. I put Atticus1 WON because it wouldn't let me because of the old one.
Yeah, so it's in reply number 6, and so if somebody wants to try that and see if it works, we may have that account active again.
Oh, I know what the yeah, because what happened is Hawk had to had to kind of press the forgot my password button, and then he
he forgot it?
He made it. Yeah, but I remember it. So yeah.
Hawk, if you listen to this back, you're a donut.
I'll see if I can remember it or not. But if not, he'd be able to do it anyway because it was his email address or something. Maybe I just press that.
Can I put in a last minute vote? Can we all have a vote on whether Hawk's a donut or not? And then Joe, yes or no? Come on, Bashy, is Hawk a donut or not?
A what? A donor or donor?
A donut. A small round cake with a hole in it, which is kind of used as a derogatory comment about someone's mental faculties.
Okay, I would say he is a Taurus.
No, he's a donut, we'll all agree. Hawk, if you're listening, you're a donut. Okay, carry on.
Well, at least you were generous. You didn't make him a cream-filled donut.
What, a cream puff?
Yeah, we call him a cream-filled donut.
Hawk, Mark called you a cream puff. If you're listening, Mark called you a cream puff. Shut up, budgie smugglers.
Better than
Oh, here comes Roger, Tumbleweed King.
So I think we are at the end of the official business. It sounds like this.
Yes, official business is concluded. Thank you, everyone.